Hello and welcome back to another episode on Peter Malloy Architect. This is going to be a part two of the container house tutorial that I did a couple of weeks back. So I got a couple of comments in there regarding the design of this house, and it's a little bit off form. So what we're going to do in this tutorial is just kind of refine the actual form in this building and add a few bits more. We're going to add this stairs. We'll take out some of these windows. We'll add this chimney. We'll just refine this area here. We might add some of the landscaping. Yeah, so let's just get straight into it and we'll have some fun with this. Okay, so what I noted when I made the video last day is that this overshoot here is this oversail here is much too kind of long. It's not feasible. That wouldn't work structurally. So what we're going to do is bring it back here to fit into the kind of form that is on this picture here. So what I'm going to do is actually just take this container and downgrade it slightly. So we'll just go up to the first floor level, which isn't this one. Here we go. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, I have the WC here. So what we might do, just for the sake of argument, is we'll remove out the ensuite and we'll just grab these. We'll remove these windows, grab the bed, grab the window, grab the wall here, grab my extrusion, and we'll just bring this back 1500. And we'll just corner off this wall here. Now, if you're looking for anything specific on this tutorial, just please drop a comment in the description, and yeah, I can add it in the part 3 of this series of drawings, and yeah, I'll cover it then. So attach that, don't attach, lovely, perfect. And is that looking a little bit more like what we're after? I think it is. I think we're pretty close with that. So we'll just for the sake of argument, I'm just going to copy some of these. So we have the door relatively in the right spot. So I'm just going to remove out these windows here. We'll keep this big window in there. It's kind of similar enough to what's happening there. And yeah, I'll just, for a bit of cracksure, I'll create an extrusion stair here. So what I'll do is go to Architecture, Component, Place Component. I won't place component, rather I'll model in place. Oh, excuse me. And I'll just do, yeah, we'll just click stairs for the crack. It's good to keep them all. Yeah, I like to win a model in place just to keep the actual type the exact same whatever I'm modeling. So here I'm going to be modeling a stairs, so it makes sense just to, you know, keep it as stairs. So I'm just going to set the work plane over here to this wall here, the outside step of that wall. Yeah, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 16 steps. So we'll just come in here. We'll roughly do this just for a bit of fun. Step being, let's keep it slim, 80 by, yeah, we'll keep it 280. Yeah, 80 by 280, yeah, lovely. And see the way these lines are kind of really fat here and nothing's really defined, is you come up here and just click this thin lines, and this will change those lines into just thin lines, makes it a little bit easier. I'll turn off the shadowing here. I'll just come out of this. No, I'll keep the extrusion going because you can't turn off the shadowing until then. So I'll downgrade this to 60/40, bring it down to 20, and how far is that coming out? 400. It's probably actually, probably look at bringing that out to at least, see what 800 looks like. Yeah, that looks a bit more normal. Normal width of the stairs would be in around that. We'll take a step as 160. So as you'll see there, I'm just after duplicating that step. Lovely Herlin. I'll just copy these up now and see. Maybe it'll align. So if you want to copy multiple, you just come up here on the copy tab and press all these guys here, and it won't turn off, and you won't have to keep pressing, you know, pressing it multiple times. I'll select all these guys and I'll move them over to here just so we can get the scope on the stairs correct. You know, I'm gonna go with a bit more steeper on the stairs. Just here, I'm gonna bring this one up to 180. So bear with me a sec. 180. Move that over. So we're just kind of creating as we go here, having a bit of fun. Yeah, and if you'd kindly like and subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome. I'm putting out videos every week, sometimes 2 a week, depending on my workflow. And like I said, if you're looking for anything in particular, please do drop a comment in the video below, and yeah, I'll get back to you and include it in a further tutorial down the line if something's just not happening for you, or if you just something's a pain in the ass and you can't really find out what it is. Just drop a comment and I'll see if I can help you out. Lovely stuff here. So I'll grab all these. It's kind of looking real nice now. Sick. That is cool. So roughly like that's kind of picking up where like that door is obviously over on that side there. So our door here is coming in right on the plane of entry here. So it actually makes sense to have the stairs just right there. Now just looking at this design, I don't know, it doesn't even look like this is a hinged door of sorts. It just looks like this is strictly aesthetic that the guy has done here. But I mean, it wouldn't take much there to remove that glass panel and throw in a little nice little opening door or swing. Just put that on hinges. Doesn't look like it's on hinges, but we'll throw in something like that shortly. I do like to model in place a lot of the time. It just trying to find models and different things like that is a bit of a pain in the ass, but I like to model in place just because I know exactly what I'm looking at and what I want it to look like. Okay, and actually, for the sake of example here, I'll just create another extrusion. I'll set the work plane. If any question, I have another video on just modeling in place and grabbing all the different various model in place components and then modeling them. So if you check out my other videos, I do a quick tutorial on that as well. Okay, so I've set the work plane up on the roof here, and I'm just gonna create a square because he's a chimney coming out here. Just do 800 by 1000. It kind of looks rectangular, does it? Yeah, it does. And yeah, we'll align that. So if I grab the top here and I just click that there, boom. That's kind of what we're after. And he's a little bit of a chimney coming on the top of that. So what I'll do is I'll create another extrusion. Yeah, so I run through all these different the sweep, blend, sweep, revolve, and all those kind of ones in a different tutorial, so you can check it out in my earlier videos. So I'm just going to set the work plane here to the top of this. Nice. And I am just going to throw in a very crude chimney. We'll just do 75. Move that in to there. We'll align another one here just for the crack. Press OK. they're coming up. We'll have them coming up at 300. Nice. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, and then we may as well add these guys as well, the little balustrades, the glass balustrades as well. So I'll create again, extrusion. I'll just set the top plane here of the roof. Come in here. Just draw a very, say in around there will be sweet. Just doing the outset of the wall. Nice. And I'll just go into the first floor here, just make this a little bit clearer, because it can look kind of, I'd say it doesn't transfer sometimes when I'm working in 3D. So I'll make these about, say 8 mil thick. Maybe I'll make them 10, just to make them a little bit more obvious. Lovely. And I am just gonna seal off these. That's a very crude bit of model in there now. Apologies. Nice. Yeah, I can see these container builds coming up hugely in the future. I think they're really starting to catch on board. And just modular homes in general. I don't know where you are from in the world, but the housing crisis seems to be seeping in every which way in every corner of the globe. It's particularly bad here in Ireland. We just can't seem to wrap our head around building in small scale and just using what's existing and all that kind of stuff in sustainable design. But like all change, it takes a little bit of time. But anyway, we'll put these at 800. Actually, we'll put them at a meter. It's usually what a balustrade's at. Nice. And I'll just go back into 3D, see where, oops, that element is not after coming in where I wanted, but that's because I didn't set the, so if it comes in a different plane, it's all is not lost. You just grab it, click out, constrain, disjoin, and just bring it up to where you want it to. So I want it to sit flat on the roof, which is there. Nice. And what I'll go in here now is I'll change this to glass. Whoops. If I have just default glass here now. Yeah, that's the stuff I like. Nice, that's see-through now. And what I'll do is I will add, I could, I'll just add another extrusion on top of that. So what I will do is I'll come in here again, create extrusion, set, just to get a bit of the breakup of the, I'm going to set the plane here. But it's on first floor Revit, so we should be grand. So I'll just take the breakup here, boom, and I'll just copy that. Let's say, well, we'll copy it to there anyway. We'll get the breakup of the entrance to the actual balcony. To do 1500 grand. We'll do 1500 here. Hopefully that's not too bad there. And I'll copy, do you know what? I'll just copy these both across. We should get a crude alignment here. Yeah. Okay. Just press OK. Come into 3D. Oh, nice. Yeah. They haven't come in too shabby at all. I'll just move them down because they're a little bit offset up. Again, remove constraint, disjoin. I'll click on disjoin actually on this one. Just move it down. Yeah, that looks tidy enough. Don't you agree? Okay, and what we'll do is now press finish modeling on that. I can finally turn off the, yeah, there we go. Much better. And we'll just turn off this for now. Hide. Yeah, we'll remove the so you can't turn off the shadows when you're modeling in place. So what I'll do here is I'll go into the first floor plan, and as you can see, the balcony is out here now. And what we wanted the balcony is a kind of a double slide door. So we'll just go into architecture, doors. Not sure which ones I have loaded in. Again, we covered how to load in doors in the previous tutorial, so you can go back and have a look at that and see how to load in doors. It's an end text line, or these are quite robust. They're for cavity walls, so I'll see if I have something else. If not, do you know what? I'll just, for the sake of example, I will model in a curtain wall here. It'll just make it easier. Again, this is actually similar to modeling in place, in that you can actually create exactly the opening you want and the breakup of a door or window. Okay, so we'll center this guy, which we'll just do roughly 1800. Have a look at that in 3D. Bring it down to 100, let's say. And we will add a curtain grid to the center of it, which will break it up 90 by 900, which is pretty sweet. And then you want to add in a mullion. Get kind of normal enough mullions here. Yeah, that kind of. And a neat little trick here is if you want to grab the two of these and make continuous, just because that joint doesn't make sense in terms of a door. Same at the bottom here, tab, grab those two, make continuous, and again you can break them as well if you need to. Okay, that is looking pretty sweet there. Okay, we'll go back to the picture. We'll throw in this little spout as well. We'll go back into this model category, edit in place, and we'll come up here and I will create another extrusion, setting it at the top here. Come on. Why aren't you grabbing it? All right, perfect. I'll grab just this bit. You're just trying to grab anything that's on that plane, really, if you understand me. And if you want to see where it is, press show. You'll know exactly what plane you're working from. Sweet. Lovely stuff. Sure, I'll just place this in here. I think the guy who designed the house had a stove in around that area. Nice cozy stove. It's a good idea. Fond of a stove now myself. It's winter time here in Ireland, and a stove is most important. Yeah, that looks grand. You get the idea. And what else can we do here? Yeah, we'll add this. We'll add this guy here. So come back in here, model category, and see, this is the thing about modeling in place. It's just so versatile. You can really just do anything you want. So here, what I'll do is I'll just put that in there. I can see that wall actually isn't joining properly, but we'll fix that now in a moment. And just while we're chatting there, if you are finding these tutorials helpful, please kindly consider giving me the price of a pint or an old coffee or whatever. I do this just out of my free time and just to help yourself. So if you are finding it helpful, I'd be super grateful if you could throw me a few bob on PayPal if you see fit. I've dropped my link in the description there, so sound out. I appreciate it. And yeah, just thanks anyway for watching as well. I'm glad that these tutorials rather, are helpful for you. I know I struggled quite a bit at the beginning of my studies with Revit, but as you can tell now, I'm well versed in it. Now, why aren't you drawing? There you go. So you'll see there when walls don't join properly, sometimes they have this guy turned on, which is not allowing the joint. You can click that actually, and it'll just unjoin once the symbol isn't there, and then simply click and it'll join up. And you know what? That's looking pretty darn smart now. Oh, that doesn't make sense there, does it? We'll bring this up to rough height, make that 1 meter. And we'll bring it up to the top of, yeah, that makes much more sense just for a kitchen to be looking out over. You don't want that to be full height. Okay. Might have a mess around actually with this bit of landscaping at the moment. I'm just trying to think. Again, what we could do is might turn this to hidden lines. Yeah, that looks way cooler actually, doesn't it? Like just kind of gets especially if I turn on this shadows. Oh yeah, that looks really sexy, doesn't it? That looks unreal. No, I'll keep that on. I'll turn off these shadows. You'll also note when you open 3D views, if you have your shadows on, it's going to take a lot more processing power. So it'll probably slow down your model quite a bit. So just be mindful of that. What I might actually throw in here is some landscaping. So we'll just go into your load family. I just have the UK one open. Let's see if I have any just. Do you know what? The two of them look grand, don't they? So I might throw in some just shrubbery around here just to make it a little bit more sexier. Oh yeah, look at that. Fucking unreal. Excuse my French. Whoops, daisy. Yeah, so you'll see it'll grab. Ah yeah, look at that. That's really nice. Unreal. I like adding planting to drawings in general, just for context. It really livens up and makes things, especially if you're showing if you're showing these drawings to clients and different things, it really makes it a little bit more real, and they can they can just see it for themselves. That looks way better in my opinion. It kind of starting to sit into landscaping now. It's really, really nice. Okay, and we'll grab the deciduous one as well. Why aren't you showing, Mr. Beach? Yeah, we'll try place this guy up top. Come on, what's the matter with you? Oh, interesting. She's only tabbing to the floor. The other one grabbed that. Interesting. That looks silly. It's interesting that isn't grabbing. You know what I bet it is? I bet it's my scope box is too big for it. So I'm just going to hide this again, but as you'll note, I'm after making it higher there. Model in place. Not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a component. Okay, we'll just go back to the American beach as well. Just tabbing up here. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll just chuck that in. Oops, a daisy. It's not working. Okay. We will grab something a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay. Kind of looks like something that would be over in New Orleans, doesn't it? With the dreariness to it, the actual droop on the tree. Well, that's fairly off topic now, but sure anyway. Come on, why aren't you just gonna sit in for me? Do you know what? I'll move these down a bit. This is the joys of working sometimes in Revit. There is limitations to what you can do, or it starts fighting you. Sometimes I find it's best to go with the flow when something like that happens. Yeah, sweet. Okay. Just chuck another one down here. I think when it just goes outside the scope box, it just doesn't. It's just not happy. Okay. Yeah, what we could do is add in. Maybe we could add in some shrubbery up here as well. And as I said, you can grab these just loading into your project from planting. This is a small little spruce tree there. These will be freaking real nice back up here. If you just planted these along in a hedgerow. Like I said, I just think adding these to drawings really, really make it just, it livens drawings up. It makes them more real, you know. And clients just go off on one when they see it, they love it. Yeah, that looks tight now. It's starting to sit into the landscape a little bit more. Look at that. Sweet. Awesome. That's freaking class. Wouldn't mind living in that now myself. Okay. Great. And yeah, what else could we do here? We might just add a little bit of wall over here. So we'll come back into ground floor level. So this is where our door is. And what we want to create is a kind of a, yeah, cool. Okay. What I will do is I'll come in here, model in place, and because I'm on the floor level, it'll automatically put the wall at that level. So yeah, wall 2 is fine. Okay. Sweep bend. Yeah, we could chance a sweep bend, but we'd have to. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna create an extrusion here because I just want to keep this short and concise. Just put that at 300. So I'm offsetting it there by 300. You just want to reset that as well. So let's reset it now. Sweet as. Gonna bring that down to 500. Do you know what? I'm gonna do something real sexy here. I'm going to create a void. I'm gonna cut this fella to make it slope, right? So what I'll do is I'll go into create extrusion. I'm just gonna grab the plane behind it, which is that wall. Nice. And what I'll do is I want the slope to go like so. And I'm just going to create a very rough and crude shape there. And that's going to bust out from that. Unbelievable class. And then I'm going to click void, which will change it to a void form. And then I'm simply going to cut this. Oh, look at that. Easy days. Easy freaking days. Okay, I'm going to change this into, let's see if we have stone. If stone comes up, we're buzzing here. Come on. We could throw in that cobble block if we want to. Oh yeah, we'll throw in that. Oh, let's see if there's anything more closer to just stones packed on top of each other. Looks a bit. No, what we'll do is. I wonder if we can look in the light. No, we'll just leave it at that for now. Perfect. Look at that. That's starting to look really smart, isn't it? Now I guess you could put another element or another balcony over there, but might be a bit excessive. Okay. Righto. Yeah, I mean that might do it for this tutorial, guys. I might leave it at that, and we'll come back the next day, and we might just embellish it a little bit further, and kind of manipulate things a little bit further. But like I said, if anything is jumping out at you that you'd like to see in the next tutorial, which will probably be the final tutorial on this container house, please let me know in the comments below, and yeah, I'll try to include it in the next tutorial. I hope you found this one helpful. I really enjoyed doing this one. It's starting to look really, really smart. So yeah, I hope that has been helpful for you, and I hope you can bring this to whatever you're doing in your own studio work, or maybe you're just playing around with Revit. Yeah, whatever you're doing, have fun, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next tutorial. All right, thanks very much, guys. Good luck.